while murdering thousands of people against one still be unfamiliar to most, the guilt of living is quite familiar to many. Exactly. It's hard not to feel guilty living, right? Whether it's personal, like your own shortcomings, or whether it's on a species level. Humanity kind of sucks, right? We find ourselves gravitating to villains who want to cull humanity for the sake of the world because it's sort of difficult to argue with that, right? It's hard to argue that we are like a plague upon the world and we are harming people, right? We are harming other species. We are doing harm. Again, there's just enough justification that it makes enough sense. It's a fallacy. It's hiding all the good things, right? It's hiding all the good things humans do, all the good creations, but it makes enough sense to believe. So yeah, the guilt of living is so familiar to so many people, I'm sure, and some people who probably aren't even aware of it because these things can be subconscious, right? And to a lot of people, they are. Our actions cause more than we see in front of us. Every time we spend money, we are participating in the harmful system that exists. It's hard to cope with. Yeah. That's a great point, Catch. I think most of us can agree here. Capitalism is kind of awful, right? It's kind of really, really awful. It's kind of like one of the worst things humanity has ever created, but it's really good for society, right? So capitalism is really good for society. It makes things go flying. It makes progress go insane. It makes technology go crazy. Capitalism is really great. It's so great, it almost makes you forget how awful it is and how the better capitalism gets, the more people suffer because it has to be built upon the suffering of others. It has to be built upon the labor of other people. And the better lives we give those laborers, the worse capitalism is because the less profit it makes. Capitalism is a profit machine, obviously. That's why it's so successful. But it's built on the backs that we're breaking of these laborers. And we're participating in it, right? Us participating in this world is us participating in this harmful society. So then the guilt goes both ways. The guilt of triple ways. On a humanity level, we're destroying the world. Not really. Once we create an ecological disaster that wipes out humans, Earth is going to be just fine. It's just going to wipe us out and probably a lot of species. But the Earth is going to be just fine. We're not actually destroying the world. We're destroying a habitable world. But on humanity's level, yeah, humanity sucks. Guilt of living as a species. Society level, capitalism sucks. Guilt of living in society. On a personal level, we are participating in this horrible society, so we're terrible. So there's so many layers of we suck. So yeah, it's frankly amazing some people don't have guilt of living. I think that's better. You probably shouldn't, but I'll say it over and over again, ad nauseum. It makes enough sense. And that's what's so insidious. While reading the lyrics Without a Place to Belong, I can't help but think about something I heard someone say. The fact that Yuji was never really meant to exist and the world hates him for it. That depends, right? What do you mean by that? Do you mean the part where he was supposed to be executed? Do you mean the part where he was probably only born because of brain? Kenny? What do you mean by wasn't really meant to exist? Can you say anyone wasn't really meant to exist? Can you say anyone was meant to not exist? Anyone was meant to exist? There's a line in a song that I really like. I'm blanking on what the song is right now, but it goes, you were born so that somebody like you could exist. The reason you were born was so the person that is you, the unique personality that is you, could exist in the world. I'm remembering it's a song called Who I Am by Miwa. It's a beautiful song. I love it. I love that sentiment. There is nobody just like you. There is no personality like you. There is no person like you. There never has been and never will be. We are snowflakes, right? We're little snowflakes. We're liberal snowflakes. No. But we are, right? We are all slightly different, but different enough that we are all unique individuals. We will never be iterated exactly in the history of the universe. So what's wrong with taking the idea that you were born so that somebody like you, so that you could exist, so that somebody with your exact personality could exist? That's the meaning of life. That's the reason you were born. Beyond that, I don't think you can say if somebody was or wasn't meant to exist. And if you're religious, then you could take a different look on it, but I don't think so. From my perspective, nobody is meant to exist. Nobody is not meant to exist. Everyone exists as a way for the universe to explore itself and to find something else. That's another sentiment I really like. Some of you may have heard the quote before that we are the universe experiencing itself. But the twist on that quote that I really like, and I got this from Vsauce, Michael here, is that we are not the universe experiencing itself. We are the universe looking for something else. We are the universe looking for more. Humanity, sentient creatures, were created by the universe in search of something that it hasn't discovered yet, in search of more than the universe itself. Because when you think about it, we aren't really experiencing the universe, are we? We're not wandering around the forests going, oh, that's a nice plant. Oh, that's a nice flower. It smells good. We are building things. We are inventing. We are trying to change the world. We are looking for something beyond what the universe has already created. That's what makes humans so unique from other creatures, right? Our creativity, our ingenuity, and our ability to transform the world, to transform it beyond what it is. We create boats, we create houses, we create currency, we create holidays. None of this existed in the universe, or in the world, at least our world, before we created it. Something outside of the universe that didn't exist before. We are the universe searching for more. And I love that. That's so cool. We're feelers inside of the universe looking for something it hasn't experienced yet. And we keep finding it, right? Like I said, I can bet you 95% with certainty Christmas did not exist until humans invented Christmas. Is it possible there's another alien species out there that celebrates the exact same Christmas we do? Maybe, sure, anything's possible. But I would wager a bet, I would wager quite a large bet, because I'd love to make that money, that Christmas in the exact form it exists now did not exist until humans invented it. We created something that did not exist in the universe. We are the universe searching for more, and we are finding it. We are innovating. We are bringing things into existence, whether they're physical or conceptual. We are the universe searching for more. And I love that. It's such a cool view, and it's such a validating view, because regardless of who you are, regardless of your skills, regardless of how much better other people are than you, it gives you meaning, right? Your nose hairs are not ranked in order of usefulness to uselessness. At least I hope they're not. If they are, you really need to get a job or watch more anime or do something with your time other than counting the nose hairs and ranking them in order of importance. And you could argue like, oh, this long nose hair is more useful than the short one. But no, the short one grabs stuff easier than the long one. You can't reasonably order nose hairs by importance, by usefulness. So why are you doing that with people? Why are you saying that you, with your unique composition and your unique personality that is only ever distinguishable from other people, are lesser than other people? Oh, because that person's more fit than me. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, that person's more creative than me. Oh, very cool. I'm proud of you. Oh, that person can make art and I'm bad at drawing art. They're better than me. Okay, well, what language do you speak? Oh, you speak Spanish? Do they speak Spanish? No, they don't. There you go. If they do, find something else. You are unique. And even if you don't have talents, you have a personality that they simply do not have. It's apples and oranges, literally, right? They are different things. So if you ever feel like you don't deserve to exist, like other people are just better than you, just remind yourself, you are the universe experiencing it. You are the universe searching for more. And you are a unique feeler that it created to experience more. Now, that doesn't mean you have to invent things. That doesn't mean you have to fulfill the universe's desire by creating new things. Just by living, you are serving out your purpose. Just by living. So keep that in mind. I'm saying that to you as well as myself, in case you couldn't tell. I'm not going to feel guilty in my life more than one day because I didn't choose to be born. And that's another tough thing. Some people some people take the idea that I didn't choose to be born. I can choose how I go. I didn't choose this life. This wasn't my choice. This is unfair. And it is, right? We didn't choose this. We didn't get a character selection screen, or at least we don't remember it. And a lot of us are pretty sure we didn't because it can be pretty bad. But we're trying our best, right? We didn't choose to be born, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't keep living. We can keep going. We didn't choose to be born, but we can choose how we'll live. So let's do that. No one was meant to exist. That's my favorite part of existing. Exactly. We get to define it, right? Because there's no reason we exist. We get to make that reason. We get to choose why we were born. And I think that's great. That's awesome. I like that a lot, Max. Yeah, I do too, Catch. I love that. We get to define our existence because it was not defined to start with. Before living beings, particles were perpetually undefined. We are here to define ourselves in the universe, and that cannot be done without a me and another. That is why we search for that another. That's why we desire connection, right? No man is an island. We change the world by interacting with it, and we are part of the world, so we interact with each other to change the world. That's why we see connection, you could argue, right? It's a great interpretation. One could argue that everything exists in the universe is created by the universe because everything is part of it. Yeah, exactly, Alex. We're all part of the universe. We are all the universe, right? You can't exclude yourself from it as much as you may want to. Ooh, List of Chicks is coming in with the cynicism. We don't do anything, bro. Universe doesn't care about us, and if you care about universe, your care has no value for universe. My favorite part about existing is I'm going to die at some point. So do whatever you want, right? Just do whatever you want, because it's not going to matter anyways. The sun's going to engulf us all. And yet, there is the butterfly effect, right? What if you going to school today puts you in traffic and puts a scientist in traffic? They're there for a little bit longer, so they think of a formula. That formula lets us create a base on Mars, which lets us go outside the solar system. And then suddenly the sun engulfs the solar system, but humanity exists, right? It endures. You deciding to go to school allowed us to go beyond the Milky Way. Do we still not matter? It's exponential growth, right? You can't say you don't matter. You can't say nothing you do matters. Because you don't know how far, you don't know how small your butterfly's wings are. You don't know how big that tornado is going to be. And at the same time, the feeling that we're going to die, the feeling that this is all going to end, is a great motivator for not being too stressed about things. You can take it either way, right? They're both valid. They're both valid. You can be depressed or you can be happy because nothing matters and I can do whatever I want. That's great. Or you can say everything I do could have a butterfly effect and change the world. Great. Whatever motivates you, right? Whatever works for you. There's no correct answer here. There's no one correct answer here. And that's another thing that's beautiful about existence, isn't it? I think we need to bring Nietzsche back for this chat. Perhaps a Camus too. We need some philosophers up in here.